Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Monday, January 23rd, 2017. It is a raw, windy, and ugly day out there with periods of rain moving into the New Jersey coast that will eventually expand throughout the entire region by this afternoon and evening and will be heavy at times. In fact, some locations in the higher elevations already starting to see some light snowfall from this storm, and those locations are where we're going to expect to see some wintry weather. But still, along the coast, even though it's rain, it's going to be a pretty nasty storm with winds sustained at 20 to 40 miles per hour and gusts up to and over at times 70 miles per hour, leading to some potential for wind damage, coastal flooding, power outages. Is going to be a rough storm to deal with, and it's going to have major impacts with the evening rush hour, that is for sure. Temperatures this morning range from the mid to upper 30s over the northern interior, upper 30s to lower 40s along the coast, and this is going to be very important to monitor as we move on through the evening hours. Will be those temperatures over the northern interior to see whether or not they stay around 34, 35 degrees. This snowfall that's going to be focused over the northern interior will be highly dependent on your elevation. The higher up you are in elevation, the more likely you will have the experience of snowfall. On the latest radar, you can see those showers focusing. They've been developing along the New Jersey coast since yesterday. Now, with that being the case, you're going to see this swath of heavy rainfall is developing off the Mid-Atlantic coast focus itself and drive into the northern Mid-Atlantic while this area of rainfall expands. Now, what we're going to be watching for with this heavy rainfall is the potential for visibility to fall below a mile, and for some of the winds at the mid levels of the atmosphere to mix down and produce those strong wind gusts over 50 miles per hour along the coast and over 40 miles per hour over the interior. As far as the northern interior is concerned, for those higher elevations, we're talking about around Scranton, extreme northwest New Jersey, basically Sussex County, central Hudson River Valley, northern Connecticut. In these areas, temperatures will be just cold enough, marginally cold enough to support the potential for snow, sleet, and freezing rain, mixing over rain. It's going to be mixing back and forth. It's going to be a very wet snowfall. But these areas are where we're going to be focusing on the potential for winter weather. On the latest infrared satellite picture, you can see our low pressure here is rapidly intensifying and is down to 987 millibars. Now, this storm is what we call vertically stacked, which basically means the 850 millibar low and the 500 millibar low are on top of each other. When you have a rapidly intensifying storm, what you have is a bit of a skew, where basically the 850 millibar low is a little bit west of the surface low and a little bit west of the 500 millibar low. So with that being the case, that typically means the storm has reached its peak intensity. What we're expecting is this low pressure system to jump towards the coast, and with it the 850 millibar and 500 millibar low. And this low pressure system will track towards the New Jersey coastal waters tonight into tomorrow, and then towards the New England coastal waters by tomorrow evening. While doing so, it will produce some very heavy rainfall along the coast and strong winds, and of course that wintry mix changing over to snow over the highest elevations. Key point here with this storm that I'm going to be watching very carefully, in which you can follow along on Twitter at NYNJPA Weather, is this. There is an outside chance, extremely outside chance, that this storm ends up slightly stronger than what's forecasted, okay? And that the rate of intensification might be a little bit stronger or a little bit more aggressive than what we have currently forecasted. I don't expect that right now, but if that happens, then we end up with a colder storm than what's currently being forecasted, and then pretty much we're going to have to watch to see the evolution of this storm. As of now, I want to make this very clear, I do not see that being a factor. So if you are in southeastern Pennsylvania, pretty much a rain event, and for much of New Jersey, for the New York City metro, Philadelphia metro, coastal regions, this is pretty much rain. I will say do not be surprised during the height of this storm to see some snow and sleet mixed in, but temperatures are going to remain in the upper 30s to lower 40s at the surface, and that of course means rain and not much in the way of any snow accumulation. So don't be surprised if you see a little bit of sleet and snow mixed in during the height of this storm. It just won't add up all that much at all along the coastal plain and basically under 700 feet in elevation. So here's the forecast that we're going with right now. For today, look for periods of rain. There's that wintry mix over the northern interior. Look for temperatures today to range from the upper 30s to lower 40s. Of course, lower to mid 30s as you move up higher in elevation. For tonight, that low pressure system continues to track towards the New Jersey coastal waters. Periods of heavy rain along the coast. Very rough travel conditions this evening. Of course, you're going to have that wintry mix over the northern interior. Again, elevation dependent. That's going to continue on through the overnight hours. And by tomorrow morning, that low pressure system is just to the east of Atlantic City and tracking towards the New England coastal waters. Again, all rain along the coast. A wintry mix a little bit further inland. A nice heavy snow event over portions of the central New York, western New York, central and northern New England, and back towards central and western Pennsylvania. Look for temperatures tomorrow morning to range from the mid to upper 30s. Of course, higher up in elevation, upper 20s to lower 30s can be expected with that snowfall. For the evening hours, that low pressure system starts to exit the region by tomorrow evening. Look for rain and snow to exit from southwest to northeast. Temperatures won't be moving all that much in the upper 30s to lower 40s. On Wednesday, high pressure is in control with sky cloud cover. Look for temperatures in the upper 20s to lower 30s for lows and upper 40s to lower 50s for highs. On Thursday, a cold front will move through the region. Look for early morning highs in the upper 40s to lower 50s, and then temperatures basically hovering around the lower to mid 40s as you move into the afternoon hours. On Friday, high pressure is in control. Watch out for a few short waves producing the potential for a few snow showers. Temperatures will range from the lower 30s for lows and upper 30s to lower 40s for highs. On Saturday, we're going to watch another clipper move through. For the most part, sky cloud cover. Can't rule out a few snow showers. Temperatures on Saturday range from the mid to upper 20s for lows and mid to upper 30s for highs. On Sunday, another clipper will move through with a few widely scattered to isolated snow showers. Lows in the lower to mid 20s, highs in the mid to upper 30s. And on Monday, another clipper will exit the region, followed by clearing skies in the afternoon. Look for lows in the lower to mid 20s, highs in the lower to mid 30s. That is your forecast discussion for today. Thank you for following NYNJPA weather. Please use some caution. If you do not have to travel in the storm, I would suggest you do not. And follow NYNJPA weather on Twitter and Facebook for the latest on this developing storm. Thank you, and as always, stay safe out there.